Suffering is a part of the Christian life because we as followers of the one who suffered are to suffer just like he suffered. If we're followers of anybody, and we can think about Twitter, we can think about Facebook, we can think about YouTube pages, we can think about whatever you want to follow, usually you have an interest in and a liking for whomever or whatever you follow. And in the same way as we follow Christ, we are to have an interest in, a desire for, to be like him. I think even at a younger age, and I noticed this in the past couple of weeks when I went to the Philippines, where they love basketball. Their favorite players are the NBA guys that I thought I knew a lot about, but they know so much more. And you talk about pop culture with them, and they know so many more songs than I would have ever thought they would have known. And so they love the culture so much so that they're kind of like our culture. And they dress up like our culture. They talk like our culture. They get the phrases that I throw out there. And they also have their own ways. They have their own things that makes them them. But they have an interest in our culture as well. And so it's cool to see that. And it relates back to who we are as Christians. Because when we want to follow Jesus, we become like Jesus, and we become like those we follow. So to think about that, we got to ask ourselves that question. Today, am I more like Jesus than I was yesterday? And if not, am I growing in my relationship with Christ? Am I actually a follower of Jesus? Or am I just like we have talked about with our men's study, a fan of Jesus? Am I just sitting on the sidelines rooting for the team? Am I just like, okay, cool, y'all are Christians, I'm a Christian because I'm an American, but I really don't want to be martyred, I don't want to be persecuted, I don't want to be called out for stuff, I don't want to feel embarrassed or awkward when I bring up who Jesus is. But again, ask yourself, are you truly following Jesus? Because we tell others about things we follow, why don't we talk about Jesus, who's the most important one that we follow? We've got to ask ourselves that question. And I got to ask myself that question every day. As someone that works at a church that wants to share God's Word, do I do that just here on Sunday morning, or do I do that throughout the week, wherever I go?